Hey everyone, welcome to the last video of this free workshop to turn your FMCG startup into an industry leader. My name is Rishabh Jain. I'm the founder of Confetti Design Studio, where we work with small to mid-stage FMCG brands to turn them into an industry leader with more than 100 crores of revenue. And the way we do this is by creating better products, better marketing, and better messaging. Now, again, all of this for free. You already know I'm on a mission that as long as you have a great product, it's almost my moral obligation to turn you into a leader. And that's why all of this is value for free. About this series, you're at the last video of this complete playlist where it's all actionable and not just theory and jargon, with one simple aim, which is to empower you to become that industry leader. Now, in this video, as you already know, we will cover actionable insights and how do you convert all of this theory, all of this research, the data that you're gathering into something more practical. Now, so far, we've studied the type of question which you have to ask during the product validation phase, what they like, why they like it, what are some challenges, why they bought it, as well as the user journey, which can allow you to identify the correct pain point and the scope for innovation within that pain point. Then we actually went into the pricing validation for the products. Is it a budgeted purchase or it's an impulse purchase? We studied PFPs, we studied pricing strategies, we studied all of these things. As well as in the last video, we covered messaging, where we understood the key person of influence, the type of influence, how key person and type of influence equals to your messaging campaign. What do they want to avoid? What do they want to be perceived as? But all of these things go to waste if the answers which the customers gave are not converted into actionable insights. Without that, all of this goes to waste pretty much. Now, my promise to you is at the end of this video, I will leave you with complete clarity. Every piece will fall into its place and you will actually leave excited that, okay, this is what I have to do now. This is my promise to you. Now, again, we'll start with the reminder that all of this hard work goes into waste if you're not executing what we just saw. And to execute all of this, you have to actually have something a lot more tangible in your hand. So what we do in this particular video is convert your raw data, the questions that you have been asking, the answers that you've been getting into insights. So you can eventually execute that. You can eventually get that raw data to insights and insights to execution. That's the plan. Now, all you need to do this is the 4-step process that I'll take you through in this video, in this quick video. Step 1, all you have to do at this stage is look for repeated themes. Look for data that stands out. What is the low-hanging fruit? And themes which repeat by different people can actually guide you in the right direction, and also narrow down on some specific data that you want to focus on or you want to innovate on. That's step number 1. Look for repeated themes. For example, let's say you're talking about coffee. A repeated theme throughout your questionnaire can be, 60% of the customers feel that their instant coffee gets stale after 1 week. Perfect. That's a repeated theme. 60% of the people feel this way. Step 2 is understanding the why. At this stage, you have to demonstrate curiosity. Why could this theme be repeating for so many customers? Use follow-up questions like why? Why is this happening? Probe them. And of course, the same theme or the same insight can be the result of multiple reasons. So you can have multiple whys. For example, we saw that 60% of the customers feel that their coffee gets stale after 1 week. Now, this could be because of so many different why. For example, the person lived in a humid environment, the coffee's quality is poor, people did not close the lid properly, etc., etc. So the simple insight can be because of so many different why, so many different reasons. And this is where step 3 comes into the place, where you have to look for opposing evidence. So almost like that devil's advocate, that if you can actually defend your theory, then great, you can proceed. However, if you can't defend it, maybe you have a devil's advocate, maybe this role can be done by a co-founder, and you can't defend your certain theories that, hey, people think our coffee gets stale after a week, but we use Or I think better example would be the location. Maybe the people live in humid qualities, like humid environment. And the devil's advocate can actually challenge you that, hey, based on our sales and our geographies, our products are being purchased at these locations which are not humid. So your theory or your speculation might be wrong. So this is what we have to do in step 3. We have to look for opposing evidence for each of these whys. And once all of this is done, you have to pick your battles. Now, of course, not every why is worth solving. You can't technically solve every why. So at this stage, what you have to simply do is solve a particular problem, not all problems, but pick your battles carefully. And the way you can actually pick your battle is, firstly, the problem should be big enough to solve. If you're solving a small problem, the scope for innovation is small, people won't even recognize that this problem has been solved because this problem is so small. Or you should also have the infrastructure to solve that problem, that you're in the particular place, the particular financial place, strategic place, or any other thing that would require from an infrastructure point of view, from a manufacturing standpoint, that you can actually solve that. Plus, solving that problem should not lead to new problems. It's not like you're solving one problem and giving birth to 3 other problems. That just won't stick with the customers. And the last but not the least is a bonus, which is solve that problem if you think only you can solve that problem, either through some sort of intellectual property. So if you have an advantage over other brands to solve this problem, then you're in a very good place to do that. Now, again, as an example, so we'll continue the same theme. 60% participants feel that their coffee gets stale. Repeated theme. We got multiple whys. People live in humid environment, quality is poor, and people did not close the lid properly. Now, we'll choose our battle carefully. So maybe with the first one, maybe you don't have the infrastructure to change their environment. You can't change their environment from more humid to less humid. You can't do that. Or maybe you can change the formulation, but it might be a bit too expensive. So again, infrastructure becomes an issue. That infrastructure or positioning. So we can't solve for the humid environment. Let's go to the second one. Coffee's quality is poor. Now, of course, if you improve the quality of the coffee, maybe it might increase the price to more than 40%, which is again leading to a new problem, because you might just want to be targeting the affordable coffee market and you don't want to go to the premium coffee market. So even this why can't be solved. But maybe the next why, which is people did not close the lid properly. This is a good place because you can simply add a seal to the packet to close it and improve the customer's experience without crazily impacting the price. You don't have to worry about their humid environment anymore. The coffee's quality can stay the same. You don't have to improve the quality. And this way you can actually genuinely solve a problem. So repeated theme, coffee gets stale. Majority of the people said it. Why? The participants did not close the lid properly. Solution, add a seal to the packet to make it airtight. And there you have it. You have a small innovation without creating drastic changes, but you end up having a big price for this. And this mechanism is actually used by most FMCG innovations, and I have some great examples to put in front of you. The first one is the hair oil comb. So this is something which is done by pretty much every hair oil company right now. It started, I think, in India with brands like Indulekha and a lot more these herbal oil brands, where applying the oil through the regular nozzle was difficult. People and their hands used to get messy. So they introduced a comb-shaped nozzle to solve the ease. Now this way, the product stays the same, the pricing pretty much stays the same, and you have a certain innovation. Or with Dairy Milk Silk, people loved the melted chocolate and its texture. So Cadbury introduced Dairy Milk Silk with just one simple change. They lowered the melting point of the product and increased its glossiness. So the melting point of the foam varies from 16 to 36 degrees Celsius, and it melts faster compared to regular dairy milk to get people closer to that melted chocolate and its texture. So simple change, crazy innovation, you have a completely different product vertical now. Or what Maggi did with their Masala-e-Magic. So customers loved the spice which came with Maggi noodles, iconic taste, everybody loves it. and almost like a secret that Maggie owns. So that intellectual property also comes into the picture. Now, what they did was that they scaled this taste to bring the same experience to other boring items as well, and cater to younger audience and fussy eaters that love the taste of Maggie. So through these simple innovations, you can have complete product ranges from thin air. This is the beauty of this process that I'm taking you through. And that's it. That's pretty much the framework. You convert that raw data to insights and the insights to execution, just like these brands did. And that brings us pretty much to the end of the list. We went through FMCG Rut. We understood the incorrect beliefs and how you can get out of it, and the introduction to your FMCG research, your product validation, pricing validation, messaging, and how you can combine all these three things to get actionable and tangible insights for your product's innovation. So feels good. We've covered pretty much everything now. I have a small bonus from my side to you all, which is a quick shareable summary. Now, of course, not everybody might have time that 1 hour or 1 hour, like 60-70 minutes of the full workshop. So what I'm creating is that I'm creating a quick shareable summary so that if you're an investor, you can give it to founders. If you're a founder, you can give it to managers. If you're managers, give it to employees. But something really quick, snappy for everybody to get all the insights that we've captured within this free workshop. So that's my free gift from my side to you. That's pretty much it. And that is the next video. In the last video, we'll just go through the summary next steps. So even if you don't want to gift this summary to somebody else, maybe you don't have to rewatch all of these 9-10 videos. Maybe just watch the quick summary and just get a complete refresher. Plus, understand what the next steps are once you have done all of the hard work. You've covered so much distance. What are the next steps? All of that is what we'll cover in the next video. So yeah, I'll see you there. Thank you so much.